Hi BookTube, my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Happy Friday everybody, welcome to Friday Reads. It is the 28th of May today and it is just about 9:45 in the morning. Bit of a later start today. It's gray and overcast today. Really unpleasant. It's cold too. So as you can see, I've got my sweatshirt on here. And I'm even wearing hand knit socks. So when the hubby and I went out to go for our coffee run this morning, it was 4 degrees Celsius, which is not quite 40 Fahrenheit. There's areas of the province, like just north of us, who are actually getting wet snow this morning. It's the 28th of May. It is what it is. Earlier this week, it was so hot. I was like, I had to take like the big comforter off my bed and I put like the summer blanket on that I have on there. And yeah, and then last night I was like freezing. So it's supposed to be cool for the next, like today, and then tomorrow it's supposed to get, the temperature's supposed to go up and then back into more normal temperatures over the weekend and into early next week. So it's a little bit of a cold snap right now, but that's okay. It feels like fall. Which, as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, it's my favorite season, so I am totally down for it. Well, as normal, I've always got my Halloween mugs that I use every day. A little witch's brew for my coffee this morning. But yeah, it's Friday. I'm happy. It's been a shorter week for me because Monday was a holiday, but still 4 days. And then next week I'm on for only 4 days because I'm off next Friday, which is exciting. So all the things. And really that's about it. There's nothing terribly interesting that's been going on around here. Life's been pretty normal, which is great. That's what we want to hear. So I will start off this video by sharing with you guys what I am currently reading and what I'm going to be reading today. And then I am going to get you guys to pick me a book, but I'm doing it a little bit differently because it is the last weekend of the month. I have my reading set out for the rest of this weekend and Monday, because Monday's the last day of the month, I think, right? Because today's the 28th, 29th. Yeah, so Monday's the last day of the month. So what I'm going to have you guys do actually is pick my first book that I'm going to read for the month of June, which is exciting. Yeah, and then I have a book haul. I have some physical books and some digital books, so that's exciting. But yeah, so let's get into what I am currently reading. So currently on audio, I have not had a lot of interest lately to be picking up audiobooks. I don't know why. Physical reading or digital reading, like for my e-reader, is kind of the way I've been going lately. So that's cool. I do love audiobooks, and I think they're fantastic. It's just I'm not in the mood for them lately, but I am reading one right now, and that is The Stepsisters by Susan Mallery. Sorry for how bright this screen is. I think it might just be this cover because this cover is so teal blue, so sorry about that, you guys. But anyway, The Stepsisters by Susan Mallery. So this is her newest release. It just came out this week. I do have it from NetGalley, and I decided to go ahead and use one of my Audible credits that I have to get a copy digitally or on audio, and I'm enjoying it. It's narrated by Tanya Eby, and she is like my favorite narrator for Susan Mallery's, or just in general, she's a favorite narrator of mine. She's very whimsical. That's about the only way I can describe her narration. She's a delight. So this one is essentially about two sisters whose names are escaping me right now, Sage and Daisy, and then another sister, I want to say her name was Carla or something like that, or Cassidy. Starts with a C. So essentially what it is these are three grown women. And when they were kids, like 7 and 8 years old, Sage's mom married Daisy's dad. And they were stepsisters for, let's say, a decade. And in that time, like Sage's mom and Daisy's dad had another baby, the little girl, the Cassidy or whatever her name is, sorry. She's just literally been introduced as a character very recently, so I'm having a hard time remembering her name. So anyway, the two stepsisters, former stepsisters, and then the parents got divorced. So they share a sister, but that's really about it, right? They share a half sister. So it's about these three sisters kind of navigating their relationship now as adults, because they really haven't known each other as adults or anything like that. Like they kind of know what's going on in each other's lives, but not really. So Daisy's marriage is falling apart. Sage is just finished her third divorce. She's back in this all takes place in Los Angeles. So, I mean, it's good. It's not blow your socks off amazing, but it's an enjoyable enough summer read. So yeah, I will give you guys, I'll have my full thoughts on this. It might be this Sunday, it might not, depending on how much audio I get listened to tomorrow. I don't really plan on doing a lot of audio listening today. but probably tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Actually, no, because I won't finish it tomorrow. So you probably won't hear about this one for another couple weeks, but that's okay. I'll get it done when I get it done. But yeah, like I said, it's enjoyable enough. And I do like Susan Mallory a lot. She is a favorite author of mine. And, you know, I'm generally at the end of the day pleased with everything by her that I've read. It's entertaining, and that's really all that I'm looking for. So the other book that I'm currently reading on ebook, which I am really loving, I talked about this in a quick clip on my Instagram. I've been trying to do these little videos every now and then. I was trying for every day, but that didn't happen. It's the same reason I don't vlog here anymore, you guys. I just completely forget to do it. But I talked about this book. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen me mention this one. But I've been kind of in the mood to do some mood reading lately, and maybe that's why I'm not into the audiobook. Like, mood reading seems to be the thing. So, well, there's a few books I want to finish. There's a book that I definitely want to finish before the end of the month. The other couple books that I'm hoping to get through before the end of the month are books that were not on my TBR. But this one I came across earlier this week on Amazon, and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. The cover jumped out at me, to be completely honest. And the book I'm currently reading is Not You, It's Me, and this is by Julie Johnson. Oh my gosh, that is so bright. So sorry, you guys. I don't know whether or not I can... Oops, no, that's not going to help. I don't... You know what? I really think it's this overcast day that's causing this. There we go. So anyway, is that not the cutest cover? Oh my gosh, you guys have to look this one up. So I think it was the second book in the series that was available on KU. And I went, oh, it's the second. I should really start at the first book. So I went and actually purchased this copy. And this book is so adorable. So it's our main character, Gemma. And at the very beginning of the book, so this is the first book in the Boston Love series, which, you know, Boston, my favorite city. So essentially she wins tickets to a Boston Celtics basketball playoff game. And she takes her not so great boyfriend, this guy, to the game, right? And she's hoping that maybe this is going to help their relationship. They're doing something fun together, kind of an idea. So they're courtside seats. And while they're there, the kiss cam kind of shows them. And he's too busy on his phone. His name is Ralph, talking to all of his buddies about, oh, look at me, I'm at the game, yada, yada, yada. And because the one thing, if you don't know about Boston sports is huge. Huge. No matter your sports preference, whether it be basketball, baseball, hockey, sports is huge. Football, I guess, too, with the Patriots. So he's all, on his phone. So this kiss cam comes and she's kind of, like elbowing him, like, hey. And he's pretty much brushing her off. And I'm like, a-hole. So then this guy beside her, out of nowhere, like, gets her to stand up and, like, lays one on her right in front of God and everybody. So, of course, the story then goes from there. So his name is Chase, and he is a billionaire, the son of a very wealthy, well-to-do family. They keep mentioning, like, ties with the Kennedys and stuff like that. Very New England. But it really takes, like, this one, like I said, it's called the Boston Love series, and I've been to Boston, been once. My goal is to get there again. I've been twice, because I went there when I was in high school, and then I went again 2 years ago, and I got to actually meet Steve, the elusive Steve Donahue in person. And it really is a favorite city of mine. It's just beautiful. But anyway, the city almost becomes another character in this story. They talk a lot about the different locations and the streets and the, stuff like that. So Boston is very, very much mentioned within the book. Very much like Sex and the City. Is it Sex and the City? Yeah, the TV show. I didn't really watch it, but from my understanding is that New York was like another character. So there's 5 books in this series. I am so, so thrilled to be reading this first one, and I cannot wait to get to the rest of them. So yay, this one so far has been really good. I did check out the ratings very quickly on Goodreads, and a little bit about the reviews. Like, I didn't get, really spoilery for a romance novel. It's not like it's a thriller where there's a big twist. You know that the 2 characters are going to end up together at the end. It's the journey that they're on. That's the exciting part. But I did look, and from my understanding, there were some people who were not happy with it because the love scenes were fade to black. And I'm like, yes. Whereas other people were like, no, No, I need my smut. And that's fine. So there is something for everybody. Unfortunately, this one, for those of you who want your adult content on the less side, this is one you might want to check out. And yeah, it's a little weird though, because I was looking at the audiobooks, and the audiobook covers and the alternate covers for this are very, very different. They're like black and white, with like an actual person, not this cartoony drawing. But I think that this fits the tone of the book. Like, I was looking at the other covers going, it just doesn't fit the tone. This is a very light, flirty. There is some swearing in here. There is some sexual innuendo in here. However, we haven't gotten to any of those supposed steamy scenes yet. But from my understanding is that they are fade to black. I will let you guys know more on Sunday when I review this, like give a full review for it, because my goal is to finish it today. I'm about half of the way through it. So that is that. So I'm going to get you guys now, sorry, that was my computer, to pick my next book for me. So I've got 2 book picks here. So let me see here. I did turn down the brightness on my laptop because it was just the way it was shining and it looked horrible. So the first book, now this is a book that I did not share with you guys on my TBR. So I do my whole TBR video, but I have a separate smaller TBR as well of books that I'd like to get to, or books that I might be in the mood for, like more of a mood reading kind of a TBR. And I had this one. So they're all still category romance because, as I talked about in my June TBR, June is category romance month for me. It's all category romance except for our Book Sisters Book Club pick, as well as the Babysitters Club picks. But the first one I have for you guys to pick from is by Nan Dixon, and it's called Undercover with the Heiress, and it is a Harlequin super romance novel. So this is book 5 in the Fitzgerald House series. And I'm just going to read the back of the book for you guys. It says, FBI agent Caden Farrell is on a mission. He's undercover at Fitzgerald House in Savannah, where a little girl is the key to his investigation. And that's what he needs to focus on. Not a down-and-out heiress whose jeweled eyes haunt his dreams. Courtney might be spoiled, but when Caden notices her ease with the children at the B&B, he sees the beauty beyond her looks. Getting close to Courtney will help his case, and giving in to the attraction is the right thing to do. And giving in to attraction is the right thing to do, even if it means perpetrating a lie. So it sounds really good. I've read this author before. I like her work a lot. So that is pick number 1, Undercover with the Heiress. Pick number 2 is a physical book off my physical, from the books that I had. I showed you guys this one as one of my picks. So we have this one here, Maid of Dishonor by Heidi Rice. And this is a Harlequin Kiss novel. And both of these are lines that are no longer being published. Sorry, I don't know why my camera's not focusing properly. But there's just a little clip here on the back. It says, Gina Carrington knows exactly how to have fun, but when she sleeps with her best friend's brother, the off-limits Carter, she quickly discovers she's overstepped the mark. So that's what it is. So let me know. Bridesmaid book, or Maid of Dishonor, I should say, or Undercover with the Heiress. Which one should I pick up first in the month of June? So yay on that. Now let's get into the book haul. Guys, I was good this week. Okay, so there is as I flip through all the books I purchased this week, there is a big sale going on at Harlequin right now. It's buy 5 books, get 50% off your entire order. Guys, I didn't order anything. I'm being good because I did buy a hardcover book this week, which is rare, very rare for me to do. But this one really drew me in, and so there was my book budget for the week. So I do have a book budget every week, and so I'm not participating in the sale. I might maybe tomorrow. We'll see if my paycheck's due to go in tomorrow. So if it does, maybe I will, because the sale goes until Saturday night. So do keep that in mind for those of you who might want to participate in the sale as well. So the ebooks that I did pick up this week, most of these were on sale. And then, like I said, I did get a hardcover book. So I don't know too much about all of these books, but I will just show them to you because they kind of jumped out at me and I decided to pick them up. So this one I think was on for 99 cents. And it's Fireflies and Magnolias by Ava Miles. Isn't that a gorgeous cover? This is the 3rd book, I think, in a series. But like I said, it was on for 99 cents. I've been collecting this author's work, but I haven't read any of them yet. So I really do need to do that. But yeah, this one looks really pretty and I decided to pick it up. The next one, this is actually one that I have on NetGalley, but it's been long since published. And I've mentioned here before, if I don't get to a book by its publication date on NetGalley, I will purchase a copy of it to support the author. you know, because really doing the review prior to the release date is the support to the author. If I don't get to that, I will purchase the book, and then I will also leave my review still on NetGalley, because you can still do that even after it's been published. But this one was on sale, which is why I picked it up, and that's Well Played by Jen DeLuca. It's the second book in this series. I can't remember the name of the series, but it's the one that takes place, I think, at a Renaissance fair. I know people did not absolutely love this one, but my plan is to read the first one and then this one, and I think there's a third one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like I said, I did go out and grab a copy of that. The next one that I got, I think the second or third book in this series came up on Bookstagram. I was looking at a couple of people because I think it's just been released. But I decided to go back and pick up the first book in the series. I'm really trying to be better at that if I can. And this is Montana Christmas Magic, and it is book 1 in the Cole Brothers series, and it's by Kaylee Newell. It's a Christmas cover, guys. And the puppy dog. So yeah, I decided to pick this one up. I think I paid full price. It was like $4 or something like that. So very affordable. But like I said, the newest book in the series was making its way around Bookstagram. And I went back and I saw the first one. I'm like, all right, let's start at book number 1. The next one that I got here, this was on sale. It just looked super, super cute. I do love these chick lit UK books. I'm pretty sure this is a UK author, but I'm not absolutely certain. They tend to have the same look to them, which is how I generalize those ones. But this one is Secrets and Seashells at Rainbow Bay by Ali McNamara. Excuse me. Look at that. Isn't that just a delight? Oh, it looks so cute. I think this one's like 99 cents. Like, how can you say no to a 99-cent book? Like, really? Come on. The next one I got was also 99 cents, and I do love a good cozy mystery, and this cover drew me in. I've seen some about this series, but I'm not absolutely certain. It says it's a Ferreira family mystery, and it's, I don't know what book in the series it is, but it's Murder at Icicle Lodge by J.D. Griffo. So there's the cover. It's another Christmas one, I think. Like, there's a snowman. So my assumption is it's at least winter. Black cat. Maybe because we were having a bit of a heat wave earlier this week, so I was kind of drawn towards the books with snow on the cover. And now I've gotten my wish, and it's flipping cold outside, and there's snow just north of us. And then this one I picked up because I'm slowly collecting all of these ones as well. I am a huge, huge fan of Penny Reid's Winston Brothers series, and she has started, I guess, would it be like an indie publisher kind of an idea called Smarty Pants Romance? So it's these other authors who are writing stories set within the Winston Brothers universe, like within the town and stuff like that. So this one went on sale, and it's book 1 in the Green Valley Public Library. So Green Valley, Tennessee is where the Winston Brothers series takes place. But this is a book by an author named L.B. Dunbar, and this is called Love in Due Time. Oh, sorry, guys. There we go. It's meant to look like an old school library card that goes in the front of the book. I kind of love it. So yeah, first in series, when I saw that, I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Again, I think it was like 99 cents or something like that. But again, if you're a fan of the Winston Brothers, like I said, they're not written by Penny Reid, but they're all set in that universe. So that's always fun. The next one, this one was a pre-order because I'm a huge fan of this author, and I did pre-order it on Amazon. I could have done it I should have just bought it off of the Harlequin website directly, but regardless, I did have it on pre-order. And this is Shot Through the Heart by Nicole Helm. This is the second book, I think, in the Southern Star or Northern Star series. It's a brand new series that she's got out this summer, and I have the first one, and now I've got book number 2, and I've got book 3 on pre-order as well. That'll come out, I think, next month. So this is a Harlequin intrigue novel. Nicole Helm is an absolute favorite of mine, and I'm looking forward to getting to the whole series on this one. And the next two, these were a bit of a whim for me. So this is an old school author. I want to say old school only because my mom is a huge fan of this author. She has read all of her books probably more than once. She has mentioned them. I have heard about them. I've heard her talk about them, you know. She hasn't read her in a long, long time. But like I said, she's a favorite of my mom's. So when I saw a couple of her books were on sale, I decided to pick them up because they were regularly like $13 on ebook, and they were down to $3. So I picked up 2 of them, and they're both by, I hope I'm going to say her name correctly, Rosamond Pilcher? Is that her name? The first one, sorry for the cover getting blown out, The Shell Seekers. So my mom was like very excited when I said I picked this one up. These are not short books. These range anywhere between 500 to 700 pages. So these are going to be, you know, something to get to, but I might try and get to one this summer or fall. We shall see. So I got this one. I'm not sure. Something about a painting. These are very, very family oriented, generational, multi-generational type stories. So that's my jam, and I love that. So I'm looking forward to this one. And then the other one I picked up is September by the same author. And this one, to my understanding, is another multi-generational family story that takes place in the Scottish Highlands. I might put this one on my September TBR just because of the title. That might be like a lot of fun. So I don't know. I'm excited about getting to these sometime soon. And the last, and then the last ebook that I picked up this week was just yesterday. Again, this one was on sale. This is one of the books in the Silver Springs series by Brenda Novak, and it's Unforgettable You. So I am looking very much forward to getting to this one. I've been reading some of this series, but the ones that I haven't read yet, when I do see them go on sale, I pick them up so I can get to them. So when I can get to them, I'll have a copy of them, essentially. So yeah, so that's it for my ebooks. Then I picked up some physical books this week. So I'll show you the two Harlequin books, because I did get two Harlequin books. So the first one is an old, what used to be called the Silhouette Intimate Moment series. And this is King of the Castle by Heather Graham. I don't know where I saw this, but I ordered it off of Thrift Books because I really wanted a copy. But yeah, so this is, it shouldn't have happened, but it had. And in the years since then, Kit McCarthy had never been able to escape the memory of her one night of love with Justin O'Neill. Now she's back in Ireland again, back in the tiny village, and before long back in Justin's arms. But the past still haunted her, and there were questions to be answered before she could let herself think about love. Lives had been lost all those years ago, and the present seemed no less dangerous. Suddenly Kit was forced to realize that she might not live to taste the happiness a future with Justin offered. So again, it's a Heather Graham. She's a favorite of mine. I always try and collect her books when I can. This one was originally published, I believe, in 86 or 87. Bear with. 1987. So now this would be the Harlequin Romantic Suspense line, and this is number 220. 220. So yay on that one. And then I got sent a present from the author. I am so excited, you guys. Oh my gosh. So this is from Carrie Nichols. Oh, she is so wonderful. So she sent me a brand new release. This comes out next month. So yay on this one. And this is The Sergeant's Matchmaking Dog, again by Carrie Nichols. It's the newest book in her series that I was reading. Small Town Sweetheart series, I believe it's called. I think that's what it's called. I read earlier this month The Marine's Secret Daughter, and this is part of that series. So it says, let love and a puppy lead the way. Former Marine Gabe Bishop is focused on readjusting to civilian life, so the last thing he needs is an adorable kid next door bonding with his dog Radar, and the boy's guardian butting in. Addie Miller is afraid of dogs, so why does she keep coming around and making his heart melt? Soon Gabe finds himself teaching Addie about the beauty of the human-canine bond and becoming her shoulder to lean on. Could his new neighbors be everything Gabe never knew he needed? Doesn't that sound just delightful? Oh, I cannot wait to read this one. I may try and put this on my June. I think I'm really going to try my best to put this on my June TBR because it's one I need to get to sooner rather than later. So yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, this has a July 2021 release date. So thank you again, Carrie Nichols, for sending this out to me. She is just so sweet. And she did sign it, which is always nice. And then the last book, which is the hardcover, which was a book that wasn't even on my radar on Monday, but on Tuesday it suddenly became the book I had to have. It was released on Tuesday, but I first heard about it on Monday on Bookstagram. All these people were posting about the fact it was being released the next day, and I'm like, when I heard what this book was about and I read some of the reviews for it, I'm like, I have to have this. You guys have probably seen this around. The Guncle by Stephen Rowley. Look at that cover. You guys, that cover. It's just so happy. This is already, spoiler alert, this is already on my July TBR. So when I get books or when I'm in the mood for certain books, if I've already put together a TBR for the month to come, I do have like a notes feature. Of course, everybody has a notes feature on their phone. And I have a note open for books I want to get to in the next month. This book needs to get read in July. I am so excited about this. So essentially what it's about, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you here, is the fact that Uncle Patrick, so it's gay Uncle Patrick. They refer to him as Gump, I guess. So that's where the title comes from, Gunkle. And his brother has these two children. And the kids' names are, what are the kids' names? Does it say here? Maisie and Grant are his niece and nephew. And I guess their mother passes away, I think, and then their father ends up having some sort of a medical issue. So Uncle Patrick, takes the kids for the summer. People have said this is hilariously funny, and they've compared it. I saw one review on Goodreads, compared it to, if anyone else is of a certain age and remembers the movie Uncle Buck. I love that movie with John Candy. That movie was so, so good. So like what they're saying is it's like Uncle Buck, but if, Uncle Buck was gay. like Jack from Will and Grace. So I am really excited about reading this one. It looks so, so good. Oh, yeah, it says Patrick, or gay Uncle Patrick, Gump for short, has always loved his niece Maisie and nephew Grant. That is, he loves spending time with them when they come out to Palm Springs for week-long visits, or when he heads home to Connecticut for the holidays. But in terms of caretaking and relating to two children, no matter how adorable, Patrick is honestly overwhelmed. So when tragedy strikes and Maisie and Grant lose their mother, and Patrick's brother has a health crisis of his own, Patrick finds himself suddenly taking over the role of primary guardian. Despite having a set of Gunkle rules ready to go, Patrick has no idea what to expect, having spent years barely holding on after the loss of his great love, a somewhat stalled acting career, and a life that is not quite so suited to a 6- and 9-year-old. Quickly realizing that parenting, even if temporary, isn't solved with treats and jokes, Patrick opens his eyes to a new sense of responsibility and the realization that sometimes even being larger than life means you're unfailingly human. Does it not just sound like the cutest book? So like I said, I had to get it. So I do have the membership to Chapters Indigo. So I did get, I think, 10% off. So even though it was a hardcover, I looked at the library. The Toronto Library didn't even have it available yet to borrow. They might now. I haven't checked in the last couple of days, but I knew there would be a long wait list on this, and I just thought, I love the cover so, so much, and I just have this feeling I'm going to love this book. So, you know what? Suck it up, use some of your spending money this week, and pick up a hardcover. So that's what I did. So I'm really, really excited about that. Anyway, you guys, that is all for this video today. Wow, almost a half an hour. Sorry, I was really rambling there. I do apologize. I hope you all have an absolutely fabulous weekend. And to all my American friends out there, have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.